50 years. Thank you for being here, for your continued support, and for helping us carry this mission forward. Now I would like to invite Reverend Tim Skank, Rector of the Church of Bethesda by the Sea, to please come forward and provide the invocation. Our board president, Harvey Oyer, will then lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand if you are able.
Let us pray. Most holy and gracious and life-giving God, we thank you for gathering us together this evening as we celebrate 50 years of the Forum Club's deep impact on this community. We are grateful for its commitment to encouraging dialogue across difference, for nurturing us and in us open hearts and open minds, and for the pursuit of a more informed and faithful public life. In this moment, we ask that you inspire in us and in all who lead the spiritual gifts of wisdom, compassion, courage, and mercy. Grant us the grace to be bearers of hope rather than fear, to lift up rather than tear down, to sow peace rather than discord, to unite rather than divide, and to awaken in us an ever deeper reverence for the dignity of every human being. Bless our time together and make us witnesses to your abiding love and grace, both in this community and throughout the world. All this we ask in your most holy name. Amen.
Thank you. If you now join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Well, good evening, everyone. As Sarah mentioned, my name is Harvey Oyer, and I have the distinct privilege of serving as president of the Forum Club Board in this, our 50th year. I'm truly delighted to see so many of you with us tonight, a lot of longtime friends and some new friends for a historic evening in this organization's life. For 50 years, the Forum Club has stood as a cornerstone of civic life in this community, a place where ideas are exchanged, perspectives are broadened, and meaningful dialogue is not only encouraged, but in fact, it's expected. From our earliest days in the old Helen Wilkes Hotel, which is now gone, to the vibrant and dynamic institution that we are today, that commitment has remained constant for 50 years. This milestone anniversary offers us a moment to reflect, not just on the remarkable speakers that have taken our stage, but on the leaders who have guided this organization with vision, integrity, and dedication. The strength and longevity of the Forum Club is a direct result of those who came before us, individuals who believe deeply in the importance of creating space for a thoughtful civil discourse. Their leadership helped shape the organization that we're all proud to be a part of today. So at this time, I would like to take a moment and recognize a very special group of people in the room. If you are a past president of the Forum Club of the Palm Beaches, would you please stand so that we may recognize and thank you for your service. We are deeply grateful for your leadership, your commitment, and the example that you have set. You have helped build not just an organization, but a legacy in this community, one that continues to grow and evolve with each passing year. As Sarah mentioned, tonight we also mark an extraordinary milestone, welcoming for the first time in our history a sitting president of the United States. It's a testament to the stature of the Forum Club, the strength of our membership, and the relevance of our mission. But what makes this evening truly special is not just the significance of our guest speaker, but it's all of you. The Forum Club is, at its very core, a community of leaders who show up, who listen, who engage, and who value the exchange of ideas. So on behalf of our board of directors, thank you for being part of that community. Thank you for your support, your participation, and your commitment to the Forum Club. We are honored to have you here tonight as we celebrate 50 years and look ahead to our next 50. Before we begin, we have a few housekeeping items as our program gets underway. If you are not currently following the Forum Club on social media, our hashtags and handles can be found on the screens. We invite you to follow us on these platforms and tag us in your photos from tonight's event. It's a great way to stay connected, and we regularly post news and updates on these channels. We will also share the photos from tonight's event on these platforms, which is another great reason to follow us. Speaking of photographs, I would like a special thank you to Tracy Benson with Tracy Benson Photography for photographing our programs all season. Thank you, Tracy. For those of you joining us this evening as guests, we're delighted to have you here, and we hope you're getting a sense of what makes the Forum Club so special. As we celebrate this milestone 50th anniversary season, and with an exceptional lineup of programs still ahead, there has never been a more exciting time to become a member of the Forum Club. Our membership continues to grow, and we are now near our membership cap. So if you are interested in being considered for membership and attending our upcoming programs, I encourage you to apply now using the QR codes found on the screens. The Board of Directors will review the next round of applicants at our meeting later this month. We would be honored to have you join us in this community of engaged, thoughtful leaders, and we look forward to welcoming many of you back as members in the near future. Before we break for the summer, we have one more event to share with you. In just 10 days, we will welcome Florida House of Representatives Speaker Daniel Perez to the Forum Club stage. As one of the most influential leaders in our state, Speaker Perez will offer timely insight into the legislative priorities shaping Florida's future and the issues most important to the business and civic communities. It promises to be yet another dynamic and thought-provoking program, and one that you will not want to miss. Tickets for the event are already selling fast, so I encourage you to secure your seat as soon as possible. Now I would like to take a moment to recognize a few distinguished guests joining us this evening. We are honored to have with us Director of the Federal Housing Finance Agency, Bill Pulte, former United States Secretary of Commerce, Wilbur Ross, former United States Ambassador to the United Kingdom, Robert Wood Johnson, and former United States Ambassador to the Dominican Republic, Robin Bernstein. Welcome, all of you. We are delighted to have you here. Next, we'd like to take a moment to recognize members of the Forum Club who are elected officials and candidates in the audience. I ask that everyone please hold their applause until the end, and I will let you know when you can applaud. So the elected officials in the room this evening are Senator Gail Harrell, Vice Mayor Tom Turkin, City of Boynton Beach, Karen Brill, Chair, Palm Beach County School Board, Christy Mosbach, Mayor, Lake Clark Shores, Mimi May, Vice Mayor, Lake Worth Beach, Danielle Moore, Mayor, Town of Palm Beach, Ted Cooney, President of the Palm Beach Town Council, Erica Whitfield, School Board, Shalonda Warren, City of West Palm Beach Commissioner, Kathleen Ward, City Commissioner, City of West Palm Beach, Sarah Baxter, Mayor of Palm Beach County, Ann Gerwig, State Representative, District 93, Meg Weinberger, member of the Florida House of Representatives, Anne Marie Sorrell, Palm Beach Soil and Water Conservation District Commissioner, Gervonta Edmonds, Florida House of Representatives, Emily Gregory, new member of the Florida House of Representatives, and Maria Marino, County Commissioner, District 1. Thank you all for your public service. We are grateful. I would now like to introduce members of the Forum Club who are candidates for public office. Karen Brill, re-election to the Palm Beach County School Board. Erica Whitfield, Palm Beach County Commission, District 2. Scott Singer, United States Congress, District 25. Jermonte Edmonds, State Representative, District House Seat 88, Emily Gregory, State House of Representatives, District 87, and Christina Lambert, candidate for Mayor of the City of West Palm Beach. Thank you all for offering yourselves for public service. We'd also like to recognize the Kravis Center as our community arts partner. We are incredibly lucky to be able to host our events at this remarkable venue, especially on 7 days' notice. That's how much notice we had to pull off this event. In particular, we're extremely grateful to our board member, Kravis Center CEO Diane Quinn, and the entire staff of the Kravis Center for all of their hard work over many years, particularly this evening. Next, I'd like to recognize Forum Club Vice President Bill Shepard with the law firm of Holland & Knight, Judge Douglas Ginsburg and Dorothy Gray with isit.org, and the trustees of the J.M. Rubin Foundation for sponsoring the students from the Benjamin School in attendance this evening, as well as the online digital database that allows all Palm Beach County teachers and students to access our programs at no charge in the classroom. Thank you for making that possible. We'd also like to thank our President's Gold Circle members, Sarah Alsofrom with GL Homes, Barbara James with Baptist Health South Florida, Don Kizalewski with Florida Power and Light, Barbara Sufflis Noble with the J.M. Rubin Foundation, Caroline Villanueva with Florida Crystals, Catherine Rossmel with the law firm of Lewis, Longman and Walker, Alyssa Freeman with the Palm Beach International Boat Show, Angelica Santibanez with Amazon, John Castronova with UBS, and Ken Kennerly with the James Hardy Pro Football Hall of Fame Invitational. It is their generous support that enables us to host these luncheons and this dinner. First time we've ever had a dinner, incidentally. And we are incredibly thankful for their continued involvement and dedication in the Forum Club. Thank you very much. I would now like to take a moment and recognize one of the individuals who made this evening possible and the organization possible. It is our original founder from 50 years ago. Congressman Dan Mica is with us this evening. Years ago, Congressman Mica had the vision to create a space where ideas could be shared and thoughtfully explored. That vision has endured for 5 decades and continues to guide us today. As we celebrate this milestone year, it is only fitting that we pause to acknowledge his vision and his leadership and a very lasting impact on our community. Thank you, Congressman Mica. Now, we invite you to take a look back at the moments and milestones that have shaped the Forum Club for the past 50 years. I ask that you please direct your attention to the screens.
On our first meeting with respect to the longevity of the club, I wasn't expecting very much.
The vision was perfect. The collection of people to put it together with the initial leadership.
It filled a need in this community, and it gave us an opportunity to be involved and to hear different sides and different views from a wide range of people.
Well, it makes me very proud. It's an amazing organization which has been a fair voice in the community for such a long period of time.
The Forum Club of the Palm Beaches is the premier destination for thought leadership, not only in Florida, but perhaps the nation.
We bring both sides. We bring those who may not agree with each other to the table. We break bread together. We listen. And then we engage again to talk about the delivery of the presentation.
It is a family. It is really people in the community who you want to get to know and will make you feel really happy about being here.
The Forum Club holds a unique position in our community, in the state, and nationwide as one of those opportunities to be able to bring people together to have an intelligent conversation and be respectful of one another's opinion.
And we knew that we needed to keep infusing new ideas, new people, new energy, and those sort of things. And that's what's happened.
I think we originally had maybe 300 people who were members, and now it's 800. Because people are interested. They're interested in the quality of the speakers, in the programs we present, and just the other things that we do for the community that make it a better place.
For a half century, we've invited prominent national and international leaders in government, business, media, culture, and more to share in robust civil discourse and engage in meaningful conversations.
This country has survived by there being a dialogue over basic issues.
There are kids who came here in the very beginning who now come back as members.
The Forum Club's programming has definitely inspired both me and my future career.
We're bringing students here to start them on the process, their lifelong process of learning how government works and learning how civic involvement works.
I think by showing students that you can come together in that way, we are going to be ensuring that the next generation can maybe even do better than we're doing right now. And I could have not asked for a better opportunity to learn about how many areas in our government and public service intersect with the law and the different ways that I can make a change or an impact on our society.
To be able to have that up close and personal, reach out and touch that person type of experiences is so special and unique, and it's something that is not only to be cherished, but it needs to continue to be nurtured for our next generation.
My hope is that 50 years from today, this organization is just as strong and just as relevant in our community as we continue to grow into what Palm Beach County will become in the next generation.
I have every confidence that we're going to be there and do that. Make sure that we stay nonpartisan, unbiased, and always welcoming people that challenge us to think differently.
As we mark our 50th anniversary season, we honor our past and look boldly to the future. We look forward to the conversations that lie ahead. Thank you for coming to the Forum Club of the Palm Beaches.
Well, as we've just seen, the story of the Forum Club is not only one of remarkable speakers and defining moments, but a community committed to thoughtful dialogue and thoughtful exchange of ideas. For 50 years, this organization has brought people together across perspectives, across different industries, and across different generations. We are very proud to build on the foundation established by our founder, former Congressman Dan Mica, and to carry that legacy forward with purpose. Now, I invite you to raise your glass. Join me in toasting the Forum Club at the Palm Beaches on our 50th anniversary. Cheers. Hear, hear. Sarah took my glass of champagne away from me. We are now honored to mark this milestone in a very special way. On behalf of Palm Beach County, we are grateful to have with us this evening a dedicated public servant and a former Forum Club board member, County Commissioner Maria Marino. As all of you know, Commissioner Marino has been a tireless advocate for the residents and businesses of Palm Beach County, and we are truly appreciative of her leadership and service. Tonight, she joins us to present an official county proclamation recognizing the Forum Club of the Palm Beaches and our 50 years of impact on the community. Commissioner Marino.
Thank you, Harvey. It was probably 7 months ago when Sarah Kreiser and I were Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Oh, my heavens. And I'm not usually nervous in front of a crowd. But it was about 7 months ago that we were talking about the 50th anniversary, and I said, we really do need to do a proclamation. And so if you all don't mind, I'm going to take a couple minutes to read it. It's probably 250 words. It was supplied to me by Sarah, so here you go. So this is a proclamation of the Board of County Commissioners of Palm Beach County, Florida, honoring the 50th anniversary of the Forum Club of the Palm Beaches. Whereas the Forum Club of the Palm Beaches was founded in 1976, I was just graduating high school, with a visionary mission to foster meaningful dialogue among the community's civic, business, and political leaders. And whereas for 50 years, the Forum Club has served as Florida's preeminent nonpartisan platform for civil discourse, providing Palm Beach County residents with unparalleled access to national and international leaders whose actions shape our nation and world. Whereas the Forum Club has distinguished itself as a cornerstone of informed citizens, hosting an impressive array of prominent leaders, ensuring that our community remains engaged and discusses the matter. And whereas the organization has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to the next generation by welcoming thousands of students to participate in programs furthering their learning both inside and outside the classroom. And whereas the Forum Club's dedication to public service extends beyond its live events as it continues to broaden its reach through digital programming, educational partnership, and community collaborations that strengthen democratic engagement. And whereas throughout 5 decades, the Forum Club of the Palm Beaches has upheld the principles of respect, openness, and intellectual curiosity, values essential to a thriving, informed, and connected community. And whereas the year 2026 marks the Forum Club of the Palm Beaches' golden anniversary, celebrating 50 years of elevating public dialogue, deepening civic understanding, and enriching the civic life of Palm Beach County. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed by the Board of County Commissioners assembled in regular session on the 14th day of April 2026 that Palm Beach County honors the 50th anniversary of the Forum Club of the Palm Beaches. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite our founder, former Congressman Dan Mica, to share a few words. Congressman?
Thank you, Harvey. When I walked out here, I saw that guy say, he's alive. You know, I used to, when I was a member of Congress, every speech jump up and say, isn't it great to be in West Palm or Boynton or Boca? At my age, I say, it's great to be. So, and when Sarah called me, I didn't know that many people were going to come here to hear me speak. I mean, it's incredible. But Harvey has covered everything I have. So there are a couple things they wanted me to do. And one of them, and before that, I just thought this, every once in a while I have a good idea, like this club. And like my golf, I had a par in 1989. But I have another idea, and I want to just take a serious moment and thank the Secret Service, our law enforcement, and all the people who do so much for us. They have protected presidents and congressmen. I had a couple attempts, and these guys were wonderful for me. I'm going to tell one more quick story. They would start my car every morning when a guy would plan to bomb me, but they wouldn't start my wife's car. And that was not. Anyhow, it is great to be here, and that didn't go down well. But at any rate, we do have here some of the original members, and they're alive, and they're here, and I'd like them all to stand up. Willa Farrington, Angelo Chiarelli, Richard Bernstein. Who am I missing? Please stand up. We had a wonderful group. We had fun, and I like to hear that word bipartisan. That's what we try. That's going to be our future. In fact, you Everyone in this room is the future, the next 50 years of this club. I did want to mention, I had done part of that video some months ago, but one of our founding members who I'd hoped to be here recently passed away, and that was John Moyle, a community leader, an attorney. He did all of our legal work for free to put this club together, a great gentleman and a great loss for us right now. So I want to just add one or two more thank yous. And maybe one more comment, because the president isn't here. I have a brother, John Micah. I'm the Democrat, he's the Republican. I retired from Congress after 20 years up there 37 years ago. But when I was at a White House function with George Bush, and my brother was in politics, he came up to me and said, "Are you or are you the other one?" Now, somebody tell the president I'm the other one. At any rate, I just want to say thank you one more time to everyone. But Harvey covered this, but I'm stunned. I worked with a lot of folks and organizations and campaigns at the Breakers and down in Boca and all over getting people together. It was about a week ago, we got this call for this event. Before then, there was no event. And the staff of the Forum Club, the entire staff, came together in 1 week. Tickets, invitations, press, the tables, everything. And wait a minute, that entire staff is Sarah and Nan Cassidy. Did a fantastic job, I am impressed. So I just want to say thank you all very much. Keep the vision of this alive. Stay involved in this country. Stay involved in this community, our state, and all these different issues. And there's so many sources of information that we didn't have back then. Be careful, parse everything, and know what's going on, and lead this community. And this will be a great organization with your leadership for at least another 50 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Congressman Micah, and all of the founders. Thank you. As our pre-program comes to a close this evening, I want to take a moment and thank each and every one of you for being here. Tonight has been a truly special occasion, one that not only celebrates an extraordinary milestone in the life of our club, but also reflects the strength, engagement, and spirit of this community. We are deeply grateful to our founder, our past presidents, our sponsors, our board of directors for their leadership, and to all of our members and guests who continue to bring our mission to life through your participation. This evening also reminded us of what makes the Forum Club so unique: the opportunity to come together, to listen, to learn, and to engage in thoughtful dialogue on issues shaping our world. As we conclude our 50th anniversary season, we do so with a deep sense of pride in all that has been accomplished and great excitement for what lies ahead. At this time, we will pause briefly before the President takes the stage. Please remain in your seats. We thank you for your patience. He is en route or on the ground here, so it will take us a few more minutes, and we will resume our program shortly. Thank you.
All of you girls, but wonder a little if you're listening. Do my dance on your lap, take your interest. Yeah, now I got you like that, let me finish. Would you hit me more if I was spinning it out? You know more than a dance, I like. Would you hit me more if I touch you right here? And I'll be spinning once, I like. Would you hit me, would you hit me, would you hit me? If I'm in a dance, I like. I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my head. You only listen when I'm undressed. Feel what you like and none of the rest. I'm losing my mind, cause giving you head's the only time you think I got that. Feel what you like and none of the rest. Would you hear me more if I was spitting at you? And all my inner thoughts are like. Would you hear me more if I touch you right here? Make everything I want sound like. Would you hear me more if I was spitting at you? And all my inner thoughts are like. Would you hear me more if I touch you right here? Make everything I want sound like. Would you hear me?
Met her late in the summer, asked her name and a number. She said, whoa, 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 let's take it slow. That stolen kiss by the river made me shake, made me shiver. Down to my bones that I need you more. And I swore that I'd never fall in love again. But when you talk like this and you look like that, I feel like, oh, the electric love is running from my head to my toes. Addicted to this feeling and I won't let it go. You fell right out the sky, right out the blue. Break the ground. Did it feel like this when you left the clouds? And I spoke to God and he told me how that an angel lost is a lover found. I spent half my life begging on my knees for a girl like you to want a guy like me. And it feels so good I could barely breathe, but I need my breath back just to tell you that I
Imagine if the song just like stopped and then came back in like.
I feel like, oh, the electric love is running from my head to my toes. Addicted to this feeling and I won't let it go. You fell right out the sky, right out the blue. I feel like, oh, the electric love is running from my head to my toes. Addicted to this feeling and I won't let it go. You fell right out the sky, right out the blue. I feel like, oh, electric love is running from my head to my toes.
If you want, you can tell everyone I'm the problem, but I won't sit and watch while you sink to the bottom. And yet it kills me knowing what it was and what it will be.
I was wandering up your street and I was really hoping to meet you, but your girlfriend gonna delete my number, gone. I was wondering how your weekends been. You waking up or you sleeping in? Your girlfriend gonna be leaving soon or not? What could ever go wrong? Sing your favorite song. She could come along. Oh yeah, yeah. What could ever go wrong? Summer's never too long. Our love is too strong. Oh yeah, yeah. Anyway, it's nice to meet you. 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 I was buying you those flowers. I was listening for hours. I was shutting up those doubters. Yeah, yeah. She was jealous of our relationship. She hated that we were making it. She's smiling but she faking it. Yeah, yeah. Praying that we make it through the weekend. Feelings in December we are sinking. Hammer and a nail and now we're leaking. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Painted on the wall is something freaking. She been throwing punches like a decal. Knocking at the door being sneaky. Get away, yeah. Anyway, it's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Anyway, it's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet me. Anyway, it's nice to meet you. I hope to see you. Anyway, it's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you. She could be a Mona Lisa. Should've seen her. It's nice to meet me.
Usually not the type to keep them waiting. Usually like to love and leave them fast. Something that you're doing got me thinking I'ma take my foot up off the gas. She said, hey, I like where this is going, so let's just take it slow, slow motion. Been waiting all day to get you in this moment, so let's just take it slow, slow motion. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Alright, alright, alright. So let's just take it slow, slow motion. All day, all day, all day. Alright, alright, alright. Yeah, I'ma take it slow, slow motion. Yeah, I'ma take it slow, slow motion. She don't need a guy to buy a bottle, just someone to spend a little time. Baby, I can promise I'll still be here by tomorrow, but I can give you all of me tonight. She said, hey, I like where this is going, so let's just take it slow, slow motion. Been waiting all day to get you in this moment, so let's just take it slow, slow motion. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Alright, alright, alright.
Oh, yes. All I'm thinking is, let's have them at the event, make them my wife said we have a mixed marriage.
Doctor said you were in love, so I done sad face. I don't ask for much, just that you make me halfway. Faith is not enough to float above a bad wave. We're gonna drown, we're going down into letting this fade. Thank you, lucky stars, I'm created. All the precious life I wasted, coming up with ways to save it, but it might be way too late for that. If you really care, then why am I feeling you just slipping through my hands? If you're really there, then why can't I walk right through you, talking to a dead man? I got no excuse for thinking I could fix it. You leave me hanging just 'cause you don't get the picture. No matter how nice I paint it, no matter the way I frame it, there's no easy way to say it. You're about to lose me now. Thank you, lucky stars, I'm created. All the precious life I wasted, coming up with ways to save it, but it might be way too late for that. If you really care, then why am I feeling you just slipping through my hands? If you're really there, then why can't I walk right through you, talking to a dead man? Da-da-da, 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 talking to a dead man. Da-da-da, 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 talking to a dead man. If you really care, then why am I feeling Tell me what I gotta do so I can make you mine. I say, but baby, I know that you ain't wrong. Oh my, but baby, I know that the distance is killing you. Tell me what I gotta do, how I do it all for you, how I do it. I'm seeing visions of you and do. Tell me what I gotta do, how I do it all for you, how I do it. Say far from the light, I know you did it for love. Say that one more time, darling, is this what you want? Say that you're on your knees asking me for more. Why? I believe I was on the distance is killing you. Tell me what I gotta do, how I do it all for you, how I do it. I'm seeing visions of you and do. Tell me what I gotta do, how I do it all for you, how I do it. Turn the lights out, don't make yourself. Tell me why you wanna take it now. Silence is too loud. I know that. I know the distance is killing you. Tell me what I gotta do, how I do it all for you, how I do it. I'm seeing visions of you and do. Tell me what I gotta do, how I do it all for you, how I do it. I think my hair stopped growing. Is that even a thing? Haven't lost any of it, but something ain't the same. Maybe it's a metaphor. Is it even that deep? I think my hair stopped growing. Or is it me? I called Phil a couple times. He's probably sick of me. He said go easy on yourself, but what does that even mean? Sounds like good advice, but I just can't hear it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The event will begin momentarily.
I should turn the heat down. Tell myself to chill out. Damn, I really hate the way I talk to myself. Hit me like a when the hell did I start trying to be perfect? And people pleasing, is it ever really worth it? Fake smiling just to pass the time. It's the only way I've been getting by. Looked at myself and I can't even recognize who I am behind those eyes. One big disguise. Hit me like a gut punch. I hurt my own feelings. How did I get so good at being mean to myself? I should turn the heat down. Tell myself to chill out. Damn, I really hate the way I talk to myself. Hit me like a. Now what would it be like if I just try being nice to the person that I'm seeing in the mirror? Yeah. If you find that in a child, haven't seen him for a while, let him know he's doing fine. Hit me like a gut punch. I hurt my own feelings. How did I get so good at being mean to myself? I should turn the heat down. Tell myself to chill out. Damn, I really hate the way I talk to myself. Hit me like a. Hit me like a. there's no rush to go home. Way you're making my cheeks blush got me feeling like you just might be more than a small brush. Now I know we don't gotta be just a nighttime thing. Maybe we could see what the sunlight brings. All the other guys couldn't find where my heart is. Now I'm picking petals from gardens. I think I like you like that. I think I like you like that. I just might like you like that. I think I like you like that. I wanna make you some breakfast while you're stretching and yawning. I'll give you love at 2 p.m., not just at 2 in the morning. I wanna know all your secrets, if we're just being honest. Got a lot of clothes, but I can make some room in my closet. We don't gotta be just a nighttime thing. Maybe we could see what the sunlight brings. All the other guys couldn't find where my heart is. Now I'm picking petals. I think I like you like that. I think I like you like that. I just might like you like that. I think I like you like that. Didn't see it coming, oh I didn't see it coming. I'm feeling something, boy, I think I'm feeling something. Didn't see it coming, oh I didn't see it coming. I'm feeling something, yeah, 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 yeah. This ain't gotta be just a nighttime thing. This ain't gotta be just a nighttime thing. I think I like you like that. I've heard all the bad news and the bad reviews, couple bad gut feelings, well, I've had them too, but still I choose to be in love with you. Been alone for so long, I've got something to prove. If I close an eye, it's almost like your red flags are blue. So still I choose to be in love with you. Short fuse and long pass, like you're fresh out of rehab, and I'm fresh out of any good judgment. I'm intentionally carelessly sorry. Got self-awareness, just want someone to love me who doesn't. Trying to save me, well, I cut them loose, 'cause I refuse to be wrong again. I can't lose another boy that's not even my boyfriend. Still I choose to be in love with you. Still I choose to be in love with you.
Picture that with a Kodak, or better yet, go to Times Square, take a picture of me with a Kodak. Took my life from negative to positive, I just want y'all to know that. And tonight, let's enjoy life. Pitbull, Naya, Neo, that's right.
I want all of you tonight. Give me everything tonight. For all we know, we might not get tomorrow. Let's do it tonight. Grab somebody sexy, tell them, hey, give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight.
arms to do battle, perform for a princess. But tonight, I can make you my queen and make love to you endless. It's insane the way the name growing, money keep flowing. Hustlers moving silent, so I'm tiptoeing. So keep blowing, I got it locked up like Lindsay Lohan. Put it on my life, baby. I make it feel right, baby. Can't promise tomorrow, but I promise tonight. Excuse me, and I might drink a little more than I should tonight. And I might take you home with me if I could tonight. And baby, I'ma make you feel so good tonight. Cause we might not get tomorrow.
Tonight, I want all of you tonight. Give me everything tonight. For all we know, we might not get tomorrow. Let's do it tonight. Let's do it tonight. Grab somebody sexy, tell them, hey, give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight. Give me everything.
Reach for the stars, and if you don't grab them, at least you fall on top of the world. Think about it, cause if you slip, I'm gonna fall on top of your girl. What I'm involved with is deeper than the Masons, baby, and it ain't no secret. My family's from Cuba, but I'm an American idol, getting money like secrets. Put it on my life, baby, I make it feel right, baby. Can't promise tomorrow, but I promise tonight. Excuse me, and I might drink a little more than I should tonight. And I might take you home with me if I could tonight. And baby, I'ma make you feel so good tonight. Cause we might not get tomorrow.
Tonight, I want all of you tonight. Give me everything tonight. For all we know, we might not get tomorrow. Let's do it tonight. Let's do it tonight. Grab somebody sexy, tell them, hey, give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight.
Excuse me, and I might drink a little more than I should tonight. And I might take you home with me if I could tonight. And baby, I'ma make you feel so good tonight. Cause we might not get tomorrow.
Heavenly shades of night are falling. It's twilight time. Out of the mist your voice is calling. 'Tis twilight time. When purple-colored curtains mark the end of day, I'll hear you, my dear, at twilight time. Deepening shadows gather splendor as day is done. Fingers of night will soon surrender the setting sun. I count the moments, darling, till you're here with me. Together at last at twilight time. Here in the afterglow of day, we keep our rendezvous beneath the blue air. In the sweet and same old way, I fall in love again as I did then. Deep in the dark, your kiss will thrill me like days of old, lighting the spark of love that fills me with dreams untold. Each day I pray for evening just to be with you. Together at last at twilight time. Here in the afterglow of
beneath the blue air. In the sweet and simple way, I fall in love again, as I did then. Deep in the dark, your kiss will thrill me like days of old, lighting the spark of love that fills me with dreams untold. Each day I pray for evening just to be with you, together at last at twilight time. Together at last at twilight time.
The hamburger stand now. Seems she forgot all about the library, like she told her old man now. And with the radio blasting, goes cruising just as fast as she can now. And she'll have fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes the TV away. Fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes the TV away. Can't stand her 'cause she walks, looks and drives like an ace. You walk like an ace now, you walk like an ace. She makes the Indy 500 look like a Roman chariot race. Like an ace now, you look like an ace. A lot of guys try to catch her, but she leads them on a wild goose chase. Like an ace now, you drive like an ace. She'll have fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes the TV away. Fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes the TV away.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the Forum Club of the Palm Beaches, we are privileged to welcome leaders who are actively shaping the direction of our nation. Tonight, we welcome the person who is shaping not only our nation, but our world. We are deeply honored by his presence and willingness to share his valuable time with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and join me in welcoming the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, President Donald J. Trump.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Harvey's book. Anybody want a folder? Hello, everybody. This is great. And I want to thank Harvey. I want to thank everybody. So many friends in this audience. You know, I'm very familiar with the area. And our country is hot. We're doing a good job. We're doing a good job. Stock market just hit another high for the 59th time in 1 year. And it's been really great. But I want to thank especially Harvey and all of the people, his beautiful wife, Christina, daughter, Eve. And he really put his heart and soul. He's a wonderful man, a great attorney, a very legitimate person. Sit down. Come on, we'll be here. What the heck? It's a beautiful evening in Palm Beach. Sort of semi, isn't it, huh? No, it's great. Hot area. It's a hot area. It's one of the hottest areas anywhere in the country, if you think, right? It's a pleasure to be back with so many friends and neighbors in a place that I love and a place that I call home, Palm Beach. It's been, I've been here for a long time. And I begin by congratulating the Forum Club on 50 incredible years. The Forum Club, wow. Harvey asked me if I do this. I said, no, I have a big speech. You know, I just had a big speech. You probably saw a big. And it's all over television. I said, where am I going now? He said, you're going to Kravis Center. But you know, honestly, Kravis Center is terrific. And I mean, I was saying, somebody said, you know, so you don't really have to do it. You can call up and probably do it. I said, are you kidding me? Can you imagine? This is a crowd where I know so many killers, very successful people. Some are nice, some are horrendous people, but I like the nice ones and the horrendous ones also. We have some really killers. I'm looking out there. Oh, these people, I've had to deal with them my whole life. They are brutal, but you know, you get friendly with brutal people too. I'm dealing with some quite brutal people right now in the lovely country of Iran. They are very brutal, and I will tell you, we're doing very well. You cannot give Iran a nuclear weapon. It's all I can say. You cannot. Because they would use it on a place called Israel very quickly, and they would use it in the Middle East, and they'd use it in Europe, and I guess we'd be next, and it's not going to happen. Don't worry about it. We've taken apart. We've taken their Air Force is non-existent. It's gone. Their Navy, they had a very strong Navy. They had the strongest Navy by far in the Middle East, many times over. They have 159 ships. Every single ship is at the bottom of the sea right now. They have no anti-aircraft capacity. They have no radar. They have no leaders. Actually, their leaders are all gone, too. It's part of our problem. We don't know who the hell we're dealing with. They call up, this is Mohammed, so-and-so, and I say, are you a leader? We're looking for a leader. It's the only country in the world, nobody wants to be a leader. You know, they say, would anybody like to be president? And there are no takers. But I think we're doing a great job over there, actually. We have they used the Hormuz Strait as a weapon for many, many years. They said they'll close it. So they closed it, then I closed it on them, which is sort of, they want a little business, they get no business. But it's going to work out because everything works out. You know, you look at what we did with Venezuela. That was an amazing military maneuver. And now we have a great relationship with Venezuela. 100 million barrels of oil we've already sold. It goes down to Texas. It goes to be refined in Texas. 100 million. We're going to be another, over the next month, it's going to be another 100 million. And you'll be happy to hear this because you're a lot of great business people here. This is the first war that you've seen in the United States for a long time where we actually have paid for the cost of the war by about 37 times already. In other words, it costs us a lot. We had those big, beautiful aircraft carriers, lots of planes and everything else, but we've paid for it many, many times over. And we're getting along great with the people, the leaders of the country, and we're working with them very closely, and they're relying on us totally, and the relationship is very good, and they're doing more business now than they've done in 15 years probably. And we have the oil companies all moving in. The big American oil companies are all moving in. It's really been amazing. And then I said, well, all right, now we can take a little pause. We ended up doing you all know, you people that probably see the stock market more than almost anybody in the world. There's no group in the world that's more stock market oriented than the people in front of me. Many of you are responsible for some of those successful stocks, but the stock market hit today an all-time high again. It hit one yesterday, hit one the day before, during what they call a military operation. You know, they don't like the word war, and they call it a military operation because that way you don't have a war, you don't have legal problems. But you ever hear a situation where we're knocking the hell out of somebody and we have a Congress, please, you've only got 3 days left. We spent 19 years in Vietnam. We spent 12 years in Iraq. We spent 7 years in another place, 2 years in another one, 7 years in another one. We had another one for 14 years, and we're in there for 6 weeks. What's taking so long? Now, we could leave right now. Right now, if we left right now, it would take them 20 years, 25 years to rebuild the place. But we're not doing it because we have to do it totally right. We don't want to have somebody coming back in 5 years and you have an incompetent president, which we just went through 4 years of a very terrible situation, very incompetent. But this should have been done long before I got to office, so we had to do it. The crazy thing is I had all my financial people, Scott, Howard, all of the different people. And we're celebrating the success because we have the highest stock market. We broke 50,000 on the Dow. Nobody thought it was possible. They said maybe at the end of the fourth year, but probably in 6 years, 5 years, but not during this term. It's too much. We did it at the end of the first year. Then we broke 7,000 on the S&P. We did that at the end of this year, long ahead of schedule. And then I said, we have the most successful, by the way, more oil is being drilled right now than at any time in the history of our country. We're doing double, think of this, we're doing double Saudi Arabia and Russia combined. Double Saudi Arabia and Russia combined. Nobody knows that. And you see all of those big, gorgeous ships coming up from all over the world because the strait is closed by us and they're coming to Texas now and Louisiana to load up, big ones. 2 million barrels of oil, the big ones, those are the big ones. And they're all heading up, and you see the line, they call it the conga line. I don't know what that's supposed to represent, but you see those graphs, it's made from Space Force, We were responsible for Space Force. We needed Space Force. We were being killed in space by China, by Russia. In my first term, I created Space Force, first time in 79 years that we did a new division, a new grouping, because you had the Marines, the Army, Navy, the Marines. We had the Coast Guard. We have all of the different branches of government, the Air Force, and they thought the Air Force and the Space Force would stay together, but the Air Force wants the Air Force. They're not going to give, and space is so important now, and we did Space Force, and all of those things, many of those things that you're saying is because of Space Force, and now Space Force we were losing badly in space to Russia and China militarily. Now we're way in the lead, way in the lead. We have the greatest space capacity of any country in the world. So we're very proud of that. We need it. We need it for protection because it's a nasty world out there. We need it for protection. So we're very proud of Space Force, but they, among other things, they give you beautiful satellite pictures of what's happening in the world. And when you look at the Hormuz Strait and you see all of those ships, all of those people and ships that they want to get out or they want to get in, they're all over the place. They're like little ants, right? They look like a little anthill. And hundreds and hundreds of ships. And we have a navy that is unbelievable. We put up, it's a blockade. It's a blockade. And you saw the other day where a massive tanker, this was bigger than 2 million barrels, a massive tanker was trying to run it, and the young captain of the ship from Annapolis, these guys are like central casting. You could put You could put him in. I'd say something about Tom Cruise. I was going to say better looking than Tom Cruise and taller, but I'm not going to do that because he's a friend of mine. I can't do that. But they're like central cat. You could move them to Hollywood right now. They'd be movie stars. But you saw him saying, "We have guns trained on your ship. Turn your ship around. Turn." And this is loudspeakers that go over the ocean, and they hear them from 2 miles away. Turn your ship around. Turn your ship around. And all of a sudden you, yes, we are going back to Iran. We are going back. They turned it around. It takes 10 miles to turn the sucker. You know, it's not like turning around a bicycle. It's big stuff. And then we had the other one you saw from 4 days ago where they were going to ram we call it an iron wall. It's essentially an iron wall. We have such great military and great Navy. And they were going straight through. And they said, turn your ship around. And there was no response. Turn your ship around. Evacuate your engine room immediately. And you see all these guys running out of there. Now, they're 5 miles away. And one shot into the engine room, blew up the engine room. The ship stopped. They used tugboats, and then we landed on top of it. On top of everything else, we then land on top of it. And we took over the ship. We took over the cargo, took over the oil. It's a very profitable business. Who would have thought we were doing that? We're like pirates. We're sort of like pirates. But we're not playing games because, you know, for 47 years, Iran has been pushing everybody around. They're the bully of the Middle East. They've been scaring everybody. Israel and Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Bahrain, Kuwait, all of them. They're all... It was the bully of the Middle East. I understand it. Bush made a mistake. He took out Iraq. You know, Iraq, and by the way, I congratulate the new president of Iraq. I endorsed him. I'm now in the business of endorsing political leaders from foreign countries that nobody's ever seen before. And we have a pretty infallible record. We've won a lot of them, but I endorsed him because we didn't like the man that was the president of Iraq, and we endorsed somebody that not a lot of people have heard of, and he won in a landslide. So I just spoke to him yesterday. But the relationships we have relationships that are very, very strong, very powerful relationships. And I think the Middle East is going to be taken care of. We had a lot of conversations with the leaders. I call them the new leaders. I call them the new regime. You know, they kept saying, the radical left, where is regime change? Well, if this isn't regime change, there's no such thing. Because Khomeini in the first tier was gone, the second tier is gone, half of the third tier is gone, which is a problem. That's a problem, because we are trying to figure out the right one to talk to. We talk to one, and then another one calls up. Let's make a deal. But I think we're in a very, I know we're in a very strong position. There's the expression that we've all heard, or many of us have heard, if you like the fights, if this were a fight, they'd stop it. But again, their military they have some missiles left. They have some missile-making capacity left. We've knocked about 85% of their manufacturing capacity for new missiles out. We've knocked about 82%, but that means they have missiles left. We knocked out most of their drone-making factories, but they have some drone capacity left. And drones are pretty effective, but we've also developed, in the meantime, you know, if you remember, the German U-boats were a horror. Nobody could stop them, and then all of a sudden they come up with sonar, and it went from nobody could stop them that it was the worst place in the world to be is in a U-boat. The drone, anti-drone capacity that we have now is fantastic. They have new weapons, lasers. You got to see the lasers. They go into a laser, they just burn like they just boom. And we have that, and we have very special machine guns with large-scale bullets, operated by a computer, and as they come in, it just knocks them out like it's amazing. But with all of that being said, there's still danger. There's always danger with war. With war, you never know what happens. Look at Russia. It was supposed to be a one-day war, and it's 4 years, right? And you see that, and it's really a terrible war, and it's a lot of people died. Last month, they had 25,000 soldiers, mostly soldiers, killed. It's like a bloodbath over there, and I think we'll get that. We've settled 8 wars, and that should be the 9th. I think we're going to get it done, but it's a rough one. It's a rough one. But we're joined tonight by a lot of my friends and very distinguished people that are great people, the Palm Beach Mayor, Danielle Moore. Where's Danielle? Where are you, Danielle? Hi, Danielle. How are you? Great person. We're working on a couple of things that for good water. Let's say a nice water product, right? Like desalinization. I said, Danielle, why can't we be like a submarine? We have the best desalinization. We have the best submarines in the world. We can go for years underwater, all nuclear submarines, or the nuclear ones. And one of the things we have is great water on the submarines, desalinization. So I'm saying, how does that sound for Palm Beach? So we're looking at it. We're going to play with it and see, boy, would that be nice from the standpoint of unbelievably clean, pure water. It would be great. So we're working with Danielle and we're working with the council. And I think something's going to come up, whether it's filtering or desalinization. Desalinization's a little bit better and a little bit more expensive, like a lot. But, anything used by the Navy is the most expensive. But think of it, they can go forever in a submarine. Nuclear submarine can guide at just about top speed for 35 years without refueling. Can you believe it? Going at a very fast. We have the greatest submarines anywhere in the world. Nobody close. We're 15 years ahead of any other. We have the greatest military in the world. I rebuilt it. I rebuilt the military in my first term, and I didn't know I'd be using it this much my second term, but certain things have to be done. It was sad when in Afghanistan, some of it was left behind by people that should have never happened. Getting out, we wanted to get out. We were going to get out easily. We would have won. We would have won and then gotten out. We would have gotten out with great pride. But we left some of the military, but it was really just a small percent. It sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, but it was 2% of what we built up. We built a great military. But our submarines can go by nuclear power. Think of that. They can go for many years without stopping. They have water capacity, Danielle, unlimited water capacity. The one thing they don't have, you know what it is? Food. They have to come up every 90 days for food. The only thing we can't figure out is food. A little simple thing like that. But it's really amazing. Some of the things that we're able to do with the military, with a lot of other things too. Palm Beach Town Council President Ted Cooney. Thank you, Ted. Thank you, Ted. Good job. Good. Palm Beach County Administrator Joe Abruzzo, who's a phenomenal. You got a diamond there. Hey, I know a lot of town administrators, and you don't want to. This guy is a diamond. Thank you very much. You're doing a fantastic job. Thank you, Joe. A friend of mine, even though he's a Democrat, sort of a Democrat. I don't know if he's a Democrat, but he goes as I'll tell you one thing, he's a great sheriff, and he's a popular guy. Sheriff Rick Bradshaw. So I shouldn't tell you this. I told this to Rick, and I know how tough he is, and also I figured this might happen, but I voted for Rick. He's a Democrat. This could be the end of my presidential career. I voted for him, and one of the reasons I voted for him was he's great. The other was that I was afraid he'd check my vote. And you know what? I think he did, because there was a story in one of the papers that, I don't know, I did some filing, and they actually checked my vote, and I voted for Rick. So that's pretty good, right? All right, I'm in trouble with the Republican Party, but they'll understand. I'll figure that one out. Great job. Great job, Rick. Really. Candidate for mayor of West Palm Beach, Christina Lambert. Christina, wherever you are, good luck. Good luck. And former Florida CFO, Jeff Atwater. Jeff, thank you. We have a friend of mine for a long time, Pepe Van Hool. He has a monopoly on the sugar market. I don't know if that's good or bad. Pepe. I think it's good. It sounds good to me. He has a monopoly on sugar throughout the world. He's also one of the largest property owners, maybe the largest in all of Florida. And Pepe Jr., who is just like the father, he looks like him, sounds like him. He might even be more vicious, if that's possible. But they're both here. Pepe Van Hool, where are you, Pepe? And Pepe Jr., good. They are great people. And he's been a supporter of mine from the beginning, right? Almost before I ran, he said, you know, if you run for president, you're going to win. Before I even announced. It was sort of crazy. He's been there from the beginning. Thank you very much. We appreciate the friendship. Great guy. I actually did tell Coca-Cola, why aren't you using real sugar? And they said, well, we have, you know, the aspartame, whatever it is. I said, no, in other countries, you know, believe it or not, Mexico, who does not like me after the change of the name to the Gulf of America, the president called me up, this is 6 months ago. You know, we have 92% of the waterfront. They have 8%. And I always wondered, why is it the Gulf of Mexico? For a long time, even looking as a kid, I said, well, Gulf of Mexico, it's such a powerful name. It's such a powerful thing, the Gulf of Mexico, but it should be the Gulf of America. I mean, I'll say it only within the confines of this room, because I know there's a lot of fake news back there. Within the confines of this room, Mayor, you're not going to tell anybody, please? I was thinking about seriously calling it the Gulf of Trump, but I really was, but I was told by some very wise people, please don't do this. That's one I don't think would have worked. What do you think? That wouldn't have worked too well. But, you know, it's such an honor to, you look at that incredible, powerful, beautiful, really rich area of water. There's probably very little like it anywhere in the world. When you look at all the rigs out there, all the wealth that's underneath that water, and now it's the Gulf of America. And the president of Mexico called me. He's not too fond of me anymore, but when she heard about it, it was put in some paper. Somebody leaked it someplace always. You always have leaks. When you're in my world, leaks are part of life. And it was leaked that I was going to change the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. And she's a beautiful woman, a very nice, you know, I never like to talk about beauty because it's usually the end of a political career. If you say somebody's a beautiful woman, they say, what a terrible, terrible thing. Everybody hates it except the woman that you're talking about. They love it. So I won't say she's a beautiful woman, but she's a fine woman. And she is. And she's got this incredible, beautiful voice, elegant voice. She was a ballet dancer. She's got this beautiful voice, and she goes, President, no, President, tell me, you're only kidding. You're not going to change the name of the Gulf of Mexico. Yes, I am. I'm sorry. No, please. Anyway, so they don't love me too much in Mexico right now, you know. That's why guys like me are in a lot of danger, you know, consequential people get in a lot of danger. You know what I'm talking about? Saturday night, it was good for one thing. People are loving my ballroom now. That's the only thing. They love my ballroom. They love my ballroom. And it's going to be the best in the world, although I like the one at Mar-a-Lago very much too, Mayor. And we have County Commissioner Maria Marino. Thank you. Commissioner, thank you. Good job. And former Congressman Dan Micah. Where is Dan Micah? Thank you, Dan. Good job. An architect who's really talented. He's done a lot of work for him. He's got a flair, a beautiful Hispanic flair in particular. And he comes from originally a place called Cuba, which we will be taking over almost immediately. No, Cuba's got problems. We'll finish one first. I like to finish a job. On the way back from Iran, we'll have one of our big, maybe the USS Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier, the biggest in the world. We'll have that come in, stop about 100 yards offshore, and they'll say, thank you very much, we give up. But this man really is great. Rick Gonzalez, he's a great architect. Where is Rick? He's doing a couple of projects for us now. He's doing some beautiful little projects that we have going with my son, Eric, who's fantastic. He's done a great job. And former Ambassador Robin Bernstein is here. She went out and learned Spanish, right? Dominican Republic. She went out and learned the language, and she learned it well. Congratulations. Not a lot of people aren't smart enough to do that, Robin. Most people don't bother doing it. I wouldn't do it, to be honest with you. But Palm Beach County is a very special place, and Palm Beach is a very special place. And it should be no surprise that across my first and second terms, residents of this community have served our country with exceptional devotion and skill. I'll meet people, I didn't know them, but I'll meet people at the club, or I'll meet people in Palm Beach or West Palm Beach. I love West Palm Beach. It's one of the really great stories is West Palm Beach. Palm Beach has been incredible. It's never been run better. We appreciate it. West Palm Beach is really hot. It's coming along so fast and so good. It's all over, one of the hottest. And I'm so honored with what's happened with Joe and with Meg. Where's Meg? Are you right? Stand up, please. Meg she's fantastic. But I do want to thank you, and I want to thank everybody that voted. We was really a bipartisan vote, if you can believe it. I'm not used to that, when you have Democrats voting, but with a name change on the Southern Boulevard and the airport, and I can only tell you we will work to deserve that name, and we love you guys, and we're working with you in Washington on a lot of different things, and I think it's been a great partnership. Florida generally, but this area, I feel so strongly about it. We have to help and make it even better. All over the world, they love it, and they talk about it, and we have to make it and keep it first class and the best. But I want to thank you very much. I know how hard you worked on that. She's a really great person, and I don't know what her future is, but I think it's really good politically. I think she's fantastic, and she loves animals, right? She loves her and her husband. They love animals, and that's good. That usually is very good for votes. I was never as much, they all wanted me to buy a dog when I went to the White House. They said, sir, you'll be the first president in 68 years or something that doesn't have a dog. I said, it's not going to work for me. No, they like pictures of Biden walking his dog all that, but his dog was a vicious dog, kept biting our Secret Service people. No, we had 28 bite problems, 28. This was a violent dog. That's not a dog I'd want. But for 60 years, I guess, even longer, every president's had a dog because they do it for votes. Some of them do it because they love the dog. Probably most of them do it for votes. And I thought it would look quite fake. Like the fake news, it was quite fake. Can you imagine? Donald Trump has purchased a lovely, lovely little poodle. And he walks him religiously every day on the White House grounds as he's inspecting the ballroom that's going up. They walk deep down into a foundation that's going down to China. There's a lot of stuff going on in that foundation, let me tell you. A friend of mine said, boy, that's the deepest foundation I've ever seen for a ballroom. I said, yeah, a lot of things happening there. But we have several friends of mine that were great with us past and present. We have Secretary of Commerce, former Wilbur Ross is here. Thank you, Wilbur. Thank you, Wilbur. We have former Ambassador Woody Johnson, who's a great guy and you were a great ambassador. We appreciate it, Woody. Great guy, and the owner of the Jets, and current director of the Federal Housing Finance Agency, a man who has taken the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, but Fannie Mae, it's over $1 trillion in value. When I gave it to him, it was not doing well, and he's turned it around, and it's worth over. We're thinking about taking it public, taking a little chunk out of it. I don't know what the hell we're going to do. It's peanuts compared to the values of, you buy 15 missiles. You take it public, it buys 15 missiles. But Bill Pulte, where are you, Bill? Bill. No, it's true. My first term, I was offered $100 million for that. And I turned it down because the guys that were offering me were very sharp. 2 of them are sitting in the room, by the way. They're not happy. But I turned it down because I didn't want to. Did you ever hear of schmuck insurance, right? I didn't want to be a schmuck. I didn't want to have them flip it for $500 million in 2 weeks, which is always a possibility. It's always a little scary, especially in the world of politics. I was with a bank, a very good bank, a very hot banker who's going to the head of one of the biggest banks in the world, and he was also in charge of real estate for the bank. And they had a corner building on 57th and 5th Avenue in New York, and he wanted to sell it, and he made a deal, quick deal, nobody even knew about it. It was quick, and he sold it for $25 million. And the person that bought it flipped it the following week for $97 million. And that was the end of his job. That was the end of his rise to the chairman of the bank. So I don't want to be in that category. But we kept it. I put Bill Pulte in charge, and I think it's worth over $1 trillion now, right? So we kept it, and we didn't sell it, and that's good. That's good. But not only have we lovingly restored they call it the crown jewel of Palm Beach, Mar-a-Lago, but we turned it into what everybody acknowledges. It's the hottest club anywhere in the world. I mean, I hate to say it about my club, but it is truly everybody that's been there. It's the hottest club anywhere in the world. And very importantly, it creates hundreds of jobs and brings thousands of travelers here each year. And then we have all the weddings and all the conventions and the events that we have there are spectacular. And they say it's raised more money as a ballroom. It's raised more money than any other ballroom anywhere in the world for charity. We raise tremendous money for charity. It's every other night you'll see it. They raise it for incredible things. And just as Marjorie Merriweather Post, who with her husband E.F. Hutton, that was a power couple. E.F. Hutton, remember? E.F. Hutton talks, everyone listens, right? He was the number one guy. He's like some of the guys in this room was in a long time ago. This was in the early 1920s, roaring 20s, but Marjorie Merriweather Post was married to E.F. Hutton. She was the richest woman in the world, and they wanted to build something incredible, and they envisioned everything, and they bought the lot in South Florida. She bought it because that's where the great reef, if you look at the maps, you have a great stone. It's a source of unbelievably powerful stone. It's a stone jetty, and it ends right there. She bought it there because there wouldn't be any settlement when you built the house on that settlement. It ends right in the backyard, actually, and it's really pretty amazing. She envisioned something really great, and she built Mar-a-Lago along with E.F. Hutton. And at the time, and then you had the Depression, but she wasn't affected by the Depression, and she actually built other sections onto it because she wanted to give people jobs. She did a fantastic job, and she always wanted that to be the Southern White House. And in fact, when she died, she left it to the White House Historical Society, and the late, great Jimmy Carter decided that Mar-a-Lago was too expensive for the United States, so fortunately for me, he gave it back to the Historical Society, and I bought it. And we spent a lot of money and made it great. I lived there for a while. Then I said, this is a very big house to live in. And, we had kids, and you have the kids running around the house. You can't find your kids ever. Where are they? Where are they? Which floor are they on? But it's a special place, and it's become a great, great club. And we've had all the foreign leaders, most of them. We had President Xi of China here a few years ago, and I'm going to be there in 2 weeks, by the way. That'll be interesting, but it'll be something because he's amazing. He's an amazing guy, and the trip is going to be a very important trip that I'm making. And we had the late Prime Minister Abe of Japan. He was a fantastic man. He was a great friend of mine. He was assassinated in Japan with probably the only gun in Japan. They don't have guns in Japan at all. This crazy person made a gun and assassinated our friend, my friend. He was great. And we've had a lot of the other top leaders of the world at Mar-a-Lago. So good for Palm Beach. It's interesting. They have a lot of Secret Service, as you can imagine. Probably gets even more, but we have a lot. And I have friends that are very rich, very powerful, and they don't complain. They sort of love it because the president is in your community, not me. It's the president of the United States is in your community, and they're so proud of it. I mean, people that are in this room that are very, very substantial, as big as it gets on Wall Street, and they have houses that are beautiful, and they have to go around. They have to go to one bridge or another bridge. They get thrown around like piñatas by the Secret Service. Get the hell out of here. These are people that never get spoken to. The Secret Service, these guys, they don't have a lot of expression. They do a very good job. And the head of one of the biggest banks, the biggest bank, comes in. Sir, move out. What? Move out right now. Come on, let's go. And he said, nobody's ever spoken to me. And yet they don't mind. It's crazy. They don't mind. They're honored to have the president, whether it's me or anybody, they're honored to have the president in their community. So it's It's great. And it also gives you a lot of additional security. You get a lot of freak security. Mayor, I have to tell you, you probably have the safest community in the history of the world, if you want to know the truth. Nobody's coming into Palm Beach to do any robberies, okay? In addition to a really great police group that you have, they work very closely, and the firemen and policemen, and we have the ball over, the policeman and firemen's ball, and I think it's become the hottest ball over with John Scarpa and all the people, Tim, all of the people that do it. I think it's the hottest ball, but it's an honor to work with the police. I also based my campaign here on election night in 2024. We had a great victory party just across the street in the convention center, and that was quite an evening. We were waiting for the decision, and it came early. It was around 9:02, and they said, Donald Trump will be the next president of the United States of America. It was very cool, actually, I thought. And it was right across the street. It was right across the street, and then we had some crowd. Joe, you could use a little bit larger convention center, whatever you can do. Get that thing. I know you are. If you're working on it, it gets done. And so it was from Mar-a-Lago. We were there, and then we came over here, and we had a tremendous crowd, and we celebrated a tremendous thing. And our country now is just amazing. And we were laughed at and mocked. For 4 years, we were mocked. We were laughed at as being a stupid country. And now we're thought of with great respect, like we haven't been thought of for many, many decades. I want to thank the entire Palm Beach community for the extraordinary support that you've shown me and my family over the years, and I especially want to express my profound gratitude to the recent renamings. I want to just tell you that we have a lot of things in store. I know that a lot of tremendous elements are going to be added to the airport, making it bigger and better, and it's really going to be, I don't think there'll be anything as good as your airport will be anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world. So that's the way I feel, and that's very important. In Washington, they say, sir, which airport would you like most to fix up? I said, how about Palm Beach? You know? So you'll be all very happy. And, you know, it's right now, I own Doral, and right now we have a tournament. I'm so busy. And we have the big Cadillac Championship going on, all the great players, the PGA Tour. And they're there, and yesterday somebody came up, said, sir, the tournament is great. I said, what tournament are you talking about? I'm so busy with the Iranians calling, trying to make a good deal, and we're not going to let that happen. But they've got to make a bad deal. But if they make a deal at all, because frankly, maybe we're better off not making a deal at all. Do you want to know the truth? Because we can't let this thing go on. Been going on too long. But under the leadership of Secretary of State Marco Rubio, a person from Florida, right? We're working hard to bring the 2035 World Expo to Miami, to Florida, and we'll support the jobs. It'll be bringing hundreds of millions of dollars, and it looks like we've got a real good shot. You know, I brought the Olympics here in my first term. I was the one I got the Olympics, and I got the World Cup, both of them, and then the election was rigged. You see that now? How about the Southern Law, Poverty, whatever the hell they call it, where they supported the Ku Klux Klan and all sorts of other things, only to fight the Ku Klux Klan politically. They out there, we are fighting the Ku Klux Klan. They're the ones that are supporting it, giving it hundreds of, and many others, some even worse if that's possible. And now we found out, we got a whole lot of stuff coming. But I got the Olympics and I got the World Cup, and they're coming in now. And, you know, it's interesting how things work out, because I missed my second term the traditional way, right? It was very sad, and I had to make a decision what to do. And I said, you know, when I got the Olympics, I said, boy, it's really sad because I got it. Nobody else, I got it. And I was dealing with those guys politically, and they said, sir, we're going to choose the United States of America. I said, wow, that's great. It was the Olympics, then the World Cup. Johnny Infantino, who's the head of it, he's a friend of mine. I said, Johnny, you got to give us the World Cup. And he gave it to us. The problem was it wasn't in the next 4 years. It was in 6 years and 7 years, so I wouldn't be president. I said, I got the Olympics, I got the World Cup, and I won't be president. And then all of a sudden I realized I am going to be president during the Olympics and the World Cup. That's amazing. And, it's very interesting, though. I tried taking the third because we also have the 250th year. This is a great term when you think about it, with all the things we've done. And on top of that, and then we did the great big beautiful bill with no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime, all sorts of things. It's turning out to be very popular. People are now understanding it. But when I got these, I said, 250 years, okay, I got the Olympics, I got the World Cup. Maybe I can also claim the 250-year thing that I got that too. So I tried. I said, I also got 250 years. And they said, sir, you didn't get 200, with 250. Okay, well, I gave up. So I gave up on that one. But we're having an unbelievable celebration. And in fact, on June 14th, not so far away, the UFC is going to have, I think it's most exciting. I've been involved in a lot of events. I've given out a lot of tickets. I've sold a lot of tickets to things. I don't think I've ever had anything. This is going to be wild. We have a 5,000-seat arena being built right opposite the front door of the White House for the 250th. And that's going to be June 14th, which is my birthday, which is absolutely, Flag Day. It's Flag Day. But and that's a coincidence. It is not, I didn't do that. It just worked out that way. It is actually true, I swear. I did not do it. It worked out that way. But it's June 14th. At least it's easy to remember. And they're building, it's going to be a Sunday night, and it's going to be on CBS. And then they're having, that'll be a 5,000-seat like arena that's going to be sort of a one that they put up. UFC, Dana White, the great Dana White, he's fantastic. And then they're having anywhere from 75 to 100,000 people in the park. Right across from the White House is a beautiful circular park, ellipse. And that's going to be having thousands and thousands of people. And they have 8 massive screens being built, and people are going to be able, there's no charge to anybody. Everything's free. And it's going to be something really fantastic. The biggest problem I have is the 5,000-seater. I have everybody that wants tickets, but it's one of the hottest things. And then we have the IndyCar. As you know, they're doing a race. Roger Penske, and he said, I've come to Washington 142 times over the years trying to get an IndyCar race in Washington around the Capitol. He said, and I've never been able to do it. And then I gave it one last chance. And I saw my friend Donald Trump, president, and in a half an hour, I had the whole deal done. We made a deal. So they're going to be, it's a little bit like the airport, right? And in literally, it's going to be great. In a half an hour, he got the deal done. He's so happy. Roger's incredible. He's won 20 Indianapolis 500s. I gave him the Presidential Medal of Freedom. I said, it's amazing. These countries, Germany, Japan, they spend billions of dollars on cars trying to win the Indianapolis 500, and they rarely do it. I don't know if they've ever done it, but they rarely do it. They spend all this money. Roger Penske's won it 20 times. So needless to say, he's quite good in the automotive division. I mean, the guy is amazing. He's won 20 Indianapolis 500. It's not even believable. So I gave him the award when he won his 18th. I said, Roger, I'm going to give you the Presidential Medal of Freedom. What you've done is amazing. And since then, he's won 2 more. I don't know what it is. It's crazy. But he's a fantastic guy. So we're going to have the Indy, which are the racing cars, the Formula One type car. And that's going to be something that everybody's looking for. We're providing $42 million of improvements in Florida railway safety. You know that. And $210 million to the state for rural health care. And we delivered more than $2 billion in federal funding for the Army Corps of Engineers to dramatically speed up the restoration of the Florida Everglades and Lake Okeechobee, which is now being done, right? We're doing that. A lot of it's been done. I got it done in my first term, but we're adding to it Okeechobee and, all the things that benefit you. And today we delivered a huge win for our great fishermen and anglers in the state. And we have any fishers? I don't think this is a fishing room, I gave this statement a little while ago in the villages, and the place went crazy. I don't think any fishermen here? Well, that's not bad. Well, then you like this. That's better than I thought. But all state permits for the 2026 red snapper recreational season, as you know, was brutal with the federal government. You couldn't do anything. They let you catch a half a fish. If you caught 2 fish, they want to put you in jail, give you the electric chair. If you're lucky, you'll go to jail for the rest of your life instead of the chair. It was brutal. And so for years, our great fishermen have been punished in Florida and some other states with very short federal fishing seasons, like how about 2 hours? Go fishing. You go fishing for 2 hours, and then you have to pull it in and get the hell out of town, or they'll arrest you. But they gave you record short season, and I'm giving you unlimited seasons and federal seasons despite record fish populations. It's hard not to have a record fish population when nobody's been allowed to fish, essentially. And the states are begging to get these permits, and what we're doing is we're doing it. And the very incompetent Biden administration tried to shut down the oceans to our fishermen. And that, look, the ocean's a big place. It's a big place. But we love and respect our fishermen and all of those people that love that sport and love it. And so I'm very happy to announce that we just spoke with NOAA. That's your big group that does all of the work on regulation. And we're delivering to you all of the permits that you need for long-term fishing and lots of fishing, and enjoy the red snapper or whatever the hell you catch, because you're allowed to catch it now without going to jail for the rest of your life, okay? And with the support of many people in this room, a lot of them, we had the most successful first year of any administration in history, they say. Even the radical left Democrats are saying that. We took the most dangerous, unsafe, violent, and open border in the world, and anywhere in the world, there's no border like this, and created the most secure border in U.S. history with 0 illegal aliens entering our country in the last 11 months. Think of it. We went from 25 million people coming in to 0, and the people that make up that list are the Democrats. Nobody even tries to come in because the border is so tight right now that you just don't even try. It's amazing. And we had an open border that was allowing terrible situation. We were allowing people in jail, people in mental institutions, drug dealers, murderers. 11,888 murderers coming into our country. Many of those people murdered more than one person. One murdered 7 people. And they're releasing them into our country. It's terrible. The murder rate in the United States is now the lowest it's been in 125 years. Can you believe that? It's sort of terrible to say in a way, because who wants to talk about murder? But we had a murder epidemic, and it's now the lowest since before my father was born, 125 years, 1900. And that's an amazing thing. And the crime rate in the capital, Washington, D.C., which was a disaster. When I came in, it was one of the more dangerous cities in the country. It's now the lowest, it's considered now one of the safest cities in the country, which it should be. We moved in the National Guard. We took out over 5,000 hardened career criminals. Many of them came in during the open border of Joe Biden, and they made it just a horrible place. It was never that safe, believe it or not. People were getting killed. But they were losing 3 people a week on average, murdered 3 people, 150 people a year. Kids would come in to see the Washington Monument or the Lincoln Memorial, and they'd go home in a casket. They'd call their parents and say, "I'm sorry, your son's been killed." And we moved some very strong people into the area. And in a period of a month, it was much better. 2 months, it was better yet. And now it's considered a very safe city. Restaurants which were closing all over town. They were even dangerous if you got there. They'd rob the interior of the restaurant. They'd go and raise your hands, give you money. It was terrible. And it's a very interesting statistic, Mayor. So 90% of the crime is committed by 2% of the people. And that's really good, because that means you can solve the problem. If it was 25% of the people, that's a tough thing. 2% of the people commit 92% actually of the crime. It's incredible. It's great because you get rid of them and you don't have it. We took out over 5,000 hardened career criminals, numerous murderers, and they're gone. They're back in their countries or they're in jails. We've secured the largest reduction in drug prices in American history. Under my most favored nation agreements, we're delivering your record-setting discounts with price differences of 400, 500, and even 600% lower. And what that is most favored nation. We were the highest priced drug nation anywhere, prescription drugs anywhere in the world, by far the highest. A drug that would sell for, like the fat drug, you know, my friend became a very famous, he's begging me not to announce his name, but I use him as an example. He's very smart, very fat. And he was in London and he called it the fat, I said, I get one of those fat shots. And I said, it's not working. He's become very famous because he's really the one that got me into this. It was like crazy. He said, in London, I buy it for $87. In New York, it's $1,300. The same exact, and he's very smart, very rich, actually. Highly neurotic. He's a neurotic guy. Highly neurotic. Most neurotic people, they're either really wealthy or they fail badly, you know. You want controlled neuroses. His is not controlled, but he's smart. He checked out the company. He said it's the exact same drug from the exact same factory, made in the same plant. Everything was except the price. One was $87 in London, and one was $1,300 in New York. He said, what's going on? And actually, it had a little bit of an impact, and I went to the drug companies. I went all over. They've been looking at this for years, but there was no way you get the drug companies to do it. I got them to do it. I did a lot of bad things to them, but I got them. But they didn't care because they said there's no way to get the countries to do it. You had to have the country because in London, a pill that was selling for $10 would sell for $100 in the U.S. In Berlin, $5 compared to $87, $90, $95. A tremendous, sometimes 10 times, maybe more than that. So they said, you'll never get the countries, sir, but we're with you. They didn't know this was going to happen. I said, I'll get the countries 100%. So I called up, you might have seen this. I mean, I've said it a couple of times. I called up the countries, and I got France. That's Emmanuel Macron. Beautiful accent. I said, Emmanuel, you're going to have to lower your drug prices in the United States because you're making it impossible for us. I mean, your prices are low and our prices are high, and you're going to have to, no, Donald, I will not do that. You see, because the world is bigger than the United States, it's really not as bad for them as it sounds. If they double their price, we can lower our price to them because of the size. You know, it's a world situation. The whole world was ripping us off. We were paying 10 times more, 5 times more, crazy. And so I said, no, Emmanuel, you will do it 100%. No, I will not do it. So if he had a pill that sold for $10 and he had to sell it for $20, that's a big increase, right? But I said, it's not fair, Emmanuel, because we're not fair. You will do it, Emmanuel. You will do it. He said, no, I won't. I said, here's what I'm going to do, Emmanuel. If you don't do it, I'm going to put a 200% tariff on your wines and champagnes that you sell into the United States, and it's effective on Monday morning. Donald, like I said, I will do it. I'd be glad to. So I did that with all the countries, and every country agreed. I'll tell you who can't believe it, the drug companies. They said, what you did is impossible to do. But I do it. I do a lot of things that are impossible to do. Like becoming president 3 times. Like winning 3 races. Anyway, so we have the lowest prices anywhere in the world. We went from the highest price. It's a really big thing. And frankly, that should win us the midterm, but the press hates to cover it. So, but people now know. So you can get drug prices. We go from the highest priced drugs in the world to the lowest. It's an amazing thing, and we have to go buy it. It's TrumpRx.gov, and that's been named by Bobby Kennedy and Dr. Oz. They're fantastic. They're doing a great job. I had nothing to do with that one, Joe. I had nothing to do with that one, and I had not much to do with the airport. That was Meg and you and everybody else, I tell you. It's not nice when you call up and say, hey, would you name an airport after me? They approached me with the road first and then the airport, and it's just a great honor. But the TrumpGov.com is setting every record in the book, and they're buying things for a fraction of the price. And today I'm thrilled to announce that starting on July 1st, we'll provide Medicare patients with coverage for weight loss drugs like Ozempic, Zepbound, Wegovy. It will be available for, listen to this, $50 a month. And we're cutting, as you know, and as you, I hope, know, we cut the insulin price down to $25 a month, which was, in many cases, it was $1,000. And I don't know if it affects the people here, but it was thousands of dollars, and now it's down to $25. We got it down. I did that really in my first term. It was terrible because I did it in the third year of my first term. I got it down to $25. And then they told me, sir, it will take statutorily, it'll take 2 years, one of those deals, it'll take 2 years before it can go to that price. I said, I better win the election. If somebody else wins the election, they're going to take credit for the insulin. And lo and behold, we had some problems with the election, a disgraceful thing. And I saw Biden up there, we have a $25 insulin. I said, I did that, can you believe it? I was seething. I was not a happy person. In fact, I said, I think we're going to have to run to set the record straight. But we got it down to $25. It was amazing. Everyone knows we did it. We actually have been given good credit. It's nice to be given good credit when you do things that are good. And I guess sometimes I'll say they don't give me enough credit, and then I'll be in the Oval Office, this beautiful, most powerful, most incredible office in the world. People walk in and they say, wow, the biggest people in the world. Even the Queen the other day, she walked in with King Charles, Camilla, she said, wow, this is the Oval Office. I said, when the Queen of England says that, that's very cool. But people do, the biggest business people, the biggest politicians. And, it's an amazing place, and we keep it well. We fix it. One of the nice parts about being in real estate, I give it the Mar-a-Lago treatment. We fix Mar-a-Lago. We make it better than it's ever been. It's better than it was the day it was built. So we have a lot of fun. By the way, the King and Queen were fantastic. They were here. What great representatives they are for their country. Really high quality. When he got up and made the speech with that beautiful accent, I said, well, that's the one thing I'll never have is that accent. I'd like to have that accent, but no, it was very elegant. He's a very elegant person, very good person. So in 4 years, the last administration took in much less than $1 trillion. And in 11 months, so you got 4 years, less than $1 trillion. And in 11 months, we took in as an investment where countries and people, rich people are investing. In 11 months, we took in over $18 trillion, which is a record. And we passed the largest tax cuts in American history. And you have your 1 year deduction that people never thought would be possible. Instead of over a 38-year period, you're taking it in 1 year, and nobody believed a thing like that was possible. I did that actually for a shorter period of time in the first administration. I think we had the greatest economy in history in my first administration, and in the second, I think we're blowing it away, but we had to make a detour. I'm sorry, we had to make a detour to Iran. Everything will snap back. We were down to less than $2 for gasoline in Iowa. I was in Iowa 2 months ago, just before the little skirmish took place, is taking place, and price for gasoline was $1.85 a gallon, and we were a lot of places were $2, some below $2, and I believe it'll snap back very, very quickly as soon. There's so much oil; these ships are loaded up with oil; they can't get out of the strait. I think we're going to have it solved. I think everyone in this room is going to be very happy and very impressed. Our tax cuts supported an estimated 408,000 full-time Florida jobs, you know that, and we delivered no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security for our seniors, which I think is the last one. I wasn't sure if that was the biggest one, but I can tell you in Florida it's the biggest one. No tax on Social Security for our seniors. We virtually eliminated the estate tax or death tax for people with small business and farms. So many farmers where they leave their farm, they're land rich and cash poor. They have a farm that's of value. They leave it to their children, their great children who they love so much. If they don't love their children, I say don't bother, it's nothing much. But if you do, if you want to leave your farm or your small business to your children, we have no estate tax. We have, they call it a death tax, that's what it is. And just, pretty amazing thing. In the case of farms, it's a way of life. And the parents would be on the farm, the kids would grow there, and they love it. They wouldn't do anything else. They would rather do that than anything else. And they used to get hit with a big tax that they couldn't pay, so they go out and borrow money from the local bank or whatever, and they weren't able to pay, and they would lose their farm. And in many cases, they would commit suicide. Literally, they'd commit suicide. We don't have any death tax or inheritance tax anymore for the small farms and small businesses. So when you leave your business to your kid, you don't have that. And we made interest on car loans fully tax deductible, so that if you borrow money, if you buy an American car only, you have to buy an American-made car, but you can borrow money from the bank, your interest is deductible for income tax purposes, and that's a big deal that we've never seen. Middle-income people have never been big on deductions. Rich people have gotten used to deductions, but those other people haven't. We added 186,000 private sector jobs in March. Jobless claims just hit the lowest level since 1969, and more Americans are working today, as I said, than ever before. And since the election, 89 times we've hit new highs, and we're adding $9 trillion. We've added in just 11 months, we've added over $9 trillion in value to the stock markets, and people with 401ks have really, it saved marriages, actually. One policeman told me my wife thought very little of me. She felt I wasn't a man because I was a bad investor with my 401k. I had nothing I could do about it. It was under the Biden administration. And now she thinks that I'm Warren Buffett. She said, my husband's the most incredible investor I've ever seen, and all I do is just look at the numbers every month. So it's amazing. The 401ks are incredible. Core inflation has dropped to a 5-year low. With the exception of oil prices, which is just, I think most of the people in this room understand that. As soon as it's over, it's going to drop like a rock. I think it goes below where it was because there's so much oil. It's not like it would be a problem if there wasn't a lot. There's so much oil out there. But core inflation has dropped. Grocery prices are down. Used car prices are down. Rent is down. The only thing that is up is the gasoline, and that's coming down. But, with all of this, and I say it again, we had to do this little excursion because if we didn't, if they had a nuclear weapon, this world would be, it would be a horror. It would be a world that would live in fear. And it should have been done for 47 years by other presidents and other countries, frankly, but it wasn't. They were all afraid of Iran. It's very strong, was a very strong country. We've blown the hell out of them, if you want to know the truth. But we've leashed American energy with that simple policy of drill, baby drill. And I'll tell you, we're producing more oil and gas now than we ever have at any time. And we're investing over $1.5 trillion next year in the military. And we have the strongest, the greatest military by far anywhere in the world, stronger than any other country by far. And thanks to our warriors and their allies, the Israeli Defense Forces today, the Iranian regime has none of those things that we talked about: Navy, Air Force, anti-aircraft capacity, no radar. And again, dozens of their leaders are no longer with us. They're elsewhere. Most importantly, though, thanks to our blockade. The blockade has been unbelievable. They're unable to export any energy, and they're crumbling as an economy. But I just want to say that we have now a great country that's respected again. We're a country that is winning like it's never won before, and we're going to keep it going. And I just want to thank all of the people from this area of the world. It's a great area of the world with great leaders and people, and it's people that I have a lot of respect for. But it's an area of the world that everyone's talking about, and it's an honor to be a member of this group of people, very distinguished, such distinguished people. I mean, I'm seeing so many people, the people that you read about, the people that you look up to, and they happen to be here. Speaking in front of you with Harvey, my lawyer, the lawyer. If he ever loses a case, I'll fire him so fast. But he's my lawyer, and he said, would you do it? I said, absolutely. And I know it's turned out to be great because outside they have thousands of people trying to get in, so that's a good feeling. But I just want to thank very much all of the people of West Palm Beach and Palm Beach, all of the people that we've dealt with. You are really fantastic. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. President, if you would stay with us a few more moments, we appreciate your time.
You believe this guy?
Yeah. We have a few questions for you. First, obvious question, Palm Beach is your home. Your children and your grandchildren all live in Southeast Florida. Key members of your administration are from our community. Your future presidential library will be in Miami. An airport here will be named in your honor. And you often govern from here. You own properties everywhere in the world. You could live everywhere in the world. Why do you choose our community? Why Florida? Why Palm Beach County?
Well, before I do that, so Elton John told me, when you hit it big, you leave. We hit it big. Everybody's standing over. Now Harvey says, can we ask you a couple of questions? He said, when you hit that last song big, don't go out for an encore. Or if you go out for an encore, make sure you leave when it's hot. And here we are, we had a standing ovation, everyone going, they loved it, and Harvey has to ask me a stupid question like that.
They gave me the question, sir. But you'll answer.
Okay, here's my answer. You know why? Because I like the area. Okay, next question.
I like short answers. 250th anniversary of our nation, which you spoke about. Is there a particular moment in the founding of our nation that has always resonated with you?
Well, I think when you look at the wars, the revolution itself, you know, you take a look at what took place. It's that 1776 is amazing. You know, it's interesting. We gave our military a bonus, and it was $1,775. And I looked at the number, and I had to sign off on it. I said, wait a minute. This is $1,775. If we had one more dollar, Harvey, it's $1,776. And I had to get approval. Can you believe? Actually, $1 is actually a lot, but it's not that much. And so we made it $1,776. It's just special. I mean, the whole place, it's a special country. But when you look at some of the movies and documentaries about the founding of our country and all of the great people, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, Lincoln later, but Thomas Jefferson, all of the original founders, and some of the ones that are least known are actually the most important and the most interesting, actually. But when you look at all, then you have the Civil War. The Civil War was brutal. It was a brutal. I always said, why couldn't that have been settled? And maybe it could have been, but it was a brutal war. It was supposed to last one day, and because Robert E. Lee was an amazing general, you know, I deal with generals a lot. And I ask, who was the best general? A lot of them say Robert E. Lee, because he took something that was supposed to end in one day, and it went 4 years. And with the exception of Gettysburg, that was not good. That was not a good one. It was not a good day for him, but that didn't happen. He would have actually won. They were going for New York, and they heard they were going up a hill, Harvey, just going up a hill. Robert E. Lee heard that. His Stonewall Jackson was killed as great general, and so he didn't have him. He had another general, and they were going up, and he sent 5 messengers on 5 horses, hoping that one would get through because they were all being shot. It was a bloodbath, and it was never fight uphill, me boys, never fight uphill. He was fought uphill, and they just got wiped out. But that whole, to me, the Robert E. Lee era with Ulysses S. Grant, Abraham Lincoln, I mean, to me, that is such an amazing you can learn so much from it, but it was such an amazing time, such a horrible time, beautiful in certain ways, but such a horrible, horrible time. We have a fascinating country, whether you're talking about 1776 or a little bit later on, or I think right now, in many ways, I believe we're in the golden age of America. You know, I'm glad he actually asked me this question, because I just used a term that I didn't use when I was leaving. I didn't say we are in the golden age, Harvey, of America, and we're living it, and I think it's a very exciting time right now.
I'm glad you liked one of my questions, sir. As someone who came from the business world, you're now in the political world. What is the biggest difference between being a leader of a company versus being a leader of a country, if any?
I can get myself into big trouble. Well, a lot of people ask it in a little different form. They say, who's tougher, politicians or businessmen? Because I dealt with both at the highest level. And I always said, oh, businessmen are much tougher. They're much, not even close. But then I spent a little time in Washington. And now I say it's not even close. These politicians are ruthless, vicious. They are liars, unlike our people from our great town council. But these are vicious people. I mean, what I see, Shifty Schiff, all these crazy people that we have to deal with, think of it, Comey, how's he doing? No, the people that we deal with in Washington, they are very tough. And even the leaders of other countries, look, now we're dealing with Iran. So when they used to ask me that question for the first, Meg, I'd say for the first month, I would say, oh, businessmen. After about a month and a half, after getting impeached twice for nothing, I said, politicians are far worse, far worse. Yeah, right. So it's a big difference. I will say this. There's nothing more beautiful than a really good politician who's honorable. There's nothing more beautiful than an honorable prosecutor. You have some of these prosecutors, they're dirty cops, and you have others that are very fair. And I think the world of the prosecutors is a very important world. You have to have fair prosecutors, and some of them aren't fair. I mean, I was a part of it, and I was able to beat a system that was brutal. A lot of people didn't think it was doable, and we did. But having because it's a very important position, the prosecutors are very powerful, and they can destroy people unfairly, and they can also do a good job. But having smart and fair prosecutors is a very important part of the world in which we live. I think that makes sense, but I feel very strongly about that, yeah.
Last question. Well, it's a two-part question. What is the most bizarre thing that you've encountered as president, and what still surprises you about the job even in your second term?
Well, if I told him what was the most bizarre thing, I'd have to probably resign in about 3 minutes as I walked off the stage. You think I'm getting there? I'm not. But the one thing so I won't respond to that question. But you would be very interested. But I just think that it's a great honor to be doing what I'm doing. And, you have everybody watching, everybody looking, everybody second guessing. Some are very fair and very, good, and you learn from them, and you take what they suggest or what they're complaining about in some cases if they're fair, and others, no matter what you do, it's like you can have a baseball team and win 21-0, and they'll say you should have won 25-0, right? Because we've done really a job. We're being credited of having the best first year of a term of any president. I think it is. I mean, when you look at all the regulation cuts, all of the tax cuts, all of the law and order things, I mean, the border as an example, we settled 8 wars, and nobody settled 8 wars. In fact, the woman that won, a very nice woman, Maria, she won the Nobel Peace Prize, and she said, what? Nobody should win that but Donald Trump. She said, Donald Trump should win it more than any other person that won it, and she actually gave me her Nobel Prize. So she's a terrific person. But I just say this, it's a great honor to do it. I think it's bigger than I thought. When I was thinking about running early on in 2015, 2014, before I ran, I had no idea it would be this big. I had no idea we could make this kind of an impact. But we've really made an impact. In a little bit more than a year, we've turned this country around. I thought it would take longer than that, but we've turned it around. And again, we're the hottest country. The King of Saudi Arabia said it. I was over there a year ago, and I said to him, we were there after 4 or 5 months, it was obvious what was happening. But he looked at me and he said, President, I must tell you, I thought America was dead. We weren't going to invest. Nobody was going to invest. You had a country that was dead, and now you have the hottest country anywhere in the world. And we do. We have the hottest country anywhere in the world, and we want to keep it that way. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Nailed it. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.